You know, one of the things that's interesting about chiropractic is I actually went to chiropractors when I was a kid. My mom didn't raise us taking us to doctors. I grew up with a fairly alternative health family. But chiropractors to me would just be, you know, I was up skiing, I grew up in Boulder, Colorado, and I fell and I really messed up my back, so I would go in and just get my back straightened out. And so chiropractic was just, I just knew that I was out of alignment. I would only go once in a while, only when I'd injured myself or something like that. And it's been great because, you know, Vax, the film that I made, got so much support from the chiropractic community. It ended up being where we really did a lot of promotion, and I found myself, you know, speaking at these chiropractic conventions and seminars all around the country. And suddenly I'm learning about the philosophy of chiropractic, the innate healing, which is really how I was raised. You know, my mom was really into that, but she didn't ever reference it to chiropractic, and I didn't know chiropractic had anything to do with that. So I even say when I travel now, you know, to people that are chiropractors, I don't know if you're doing it now, but you know, I've been to many chiropractors throughout my life. They never talked about the philosophy, and I think that it's really important that that happens. There's more to this whole thing, and you know, now I go to chiropractic, you know, on a consistent basis because I understand the principle. If I'm aligned and you know I have flow through my body, then my body can heal and do what it needs to do, which is a much larger philosophy. And I don't believe that, you know, great part of our society that looks at chiropractic has any idea what's really happening there. I even think in the alternate health world, we make some of the same mistakes that they do in, you know, conventional medicine or allopathic medicine, which is, as soon as there's an issue, you have a need. You have to put something on. You have to have something outside of yourself. And I think we have to be careful about that. You know, I want my kids to know and raise my children knowing your body's as a temple. It's an amazing, amazing creation. And if you treat it well, if you know, give yourself good food and, you know, make sure your water is clean and that, you know, for the most part you're breathing clean air, then your body's prepared to do almost everything else. And then, you know, honestly, people come to me and they say, you know, because my whole issue is vaccines, and they're like, you know, my pediatrician's kicking me out of the practice. And I say, good. What do you need a pediatrician for? I don't understand it. You know, why would you have, you know, a holistic approach to your life and then go to someone that is not holistic? They do not, all they want to do is inject you with vaccines and then look for problems and put drugs and things into your children. That's what they studied, that's what they believe. It's okay, people can choose that, it's a free country, but why do people that believe in holistic health go to pediatricians and say, where do I go? I said, I would go to a chiropractor. I would go, first of all, when people ask me about vaccines, like, how do I know what I should do? I said, go visit a chiropractor and ask to see their children. See what they look like and then compare them to the kids you see, you know, in the rest of your community and say, you know, what do you want your children to look like? So in the end, chiropractic is, in my understanding of it, is this innate healing. And I oftentimes compare it to sort of my, you know, my spiritual background. My father was a minister, and I think about the creation story. You know, you're created in the image and likeness of God. We were given this amazing moment, this, you know, Garden of Eden, perfection. And we are the only ones that through fear start doing things to change it. You know, we start putting things on. I mean, it's really, you know, the metaphor for it, I think, is the metaphor when I read BJ says the same thing. You're of the world is of you. All of these things, your creator did not just go off and leave you. And I think that you can read that in biblical texts and in multiple religions. I think the idea at the heart of chiropractic is creation and perfection, and we should do our best to not defile that creation, but simply make sure that it's running at top performance.